Morning, students. As we discussed yesterday in the interaction class, there some of the students asked to solve more number of numerical problems. So in the today's class, we will solve some numerical problems. The description of the numerical problems already uploaded in the notes. So first I will read the problem here. The problem is like this: a zero point 0.3 meter pipe carries water at a velocity of, okay, there is a pipe, okay, there is a pipe, okay. So a pipe, the diameter of this pipe is 0.3 meter, 0.3 meter, carries water at a velocity 24 V is equal to 24.4 meter per second at point A. Okay, so this is the pipe what we have considered. Let us take the point A. Let us take the point A inside the pipe. At this point, the velocity is 24.4 meter per second. At points A and B, measurements of pressure. So there are 2 points. Consider 2 points, A and B, and the elevation were respective. A and B measurements of pressure and elevation were respectively, that is at point A, PA. I will read the problem, but first we will write the given data. PA is 361 kilonewton per meter square, and at B, PB, pressure at point B, PB is 288 kilonewton per meter square, and the elevation, that is ZA, datum ZA, this is the reference point, datum line, and datum line. ZA is 30.5 meter. ZB is 33.5 meter. And for steady flow, find the loss of head between A and B, that is HL. You have to find the loss of fluid. So this is the pipe. This is the pipe as I have drawn. So this is the center line of the pipe. This is ZA. This is 30.5 meter, and this is ZB, that is datum head, 33.5 meter, and pressure at point PA is 361 kilonewton per meter square, and pressure at point B, PB is 288 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, students, this is the problem. That is, there is a pipe through which the water is flowing. The question is, consider 2 points, that is A and B. Find the head loss, that is energy head loss between the point A and B when the water flows inside the pipe from point A to B. Okay, the given data are: diameter of pipe is given, velocity is given, velocity inside the water is given, pressure at point A is given, pressure at point B is given, datum head at point A is given, datum head at point B is given. As we know, when the flow takes place from point A to B, there is a loss of energy head. So you have to calculate that loss of energy head. Okay, so for this, first let us calculate the total energy. Okay, total energy head at point A is equal to what? It is pressure head PA by W plus VA square by 2G plus ZE. So this is as per the Bernoulli's energy equation. Okay. So what is PA? What is PA? PA is given 361 kilonewton per meter square divided by 9810, that is newtons, that is specific or unit weight of water, plus VA square, it is 24.4 square, because velocity at point A is given, divided by 2 into 9.81 plus ZA. ZA is also given 30.5. Okay, so this you calculate. Okay, this gives you total energy head at point A. So that is PA by W, 361 kilonewton per meter square, divided by 9810, that is the unit weight of water. Then the velocity head, that is velocity head, this is you can make into 10 raised to 3 divided by 9.81. Okay, 361 into 10 raised to 3, that is because it is in kilonewton, so multiply by 10 raised to 3, that gives you the Newton per meter square. So then they divided by unit weight of water, 9.81 Newton per meter square, or it is 9810. 24.4 velocity square, that is 24.4 square divided by 2 into 9.81 plus 30.5. So this, you please simplify this. So this you are getting 36, that is 36.8 meter, 36.8 meter plus this V square, VA square divided by 2G. So this you are getting 30.34 meter, 30.34 meter plus 30.5 meter. So this energy head at point A, you are getting 97.64 meter. 97.64 meter. Please, if you have calculators, you calculate these numerical values. Okay. Then once this is the total energy head possessed by the water at point A. Now you calculate total energy head at point B. So this is equal to what? This is again pressure head at point B, pressure intensity at point B is PB by W plus VB square by 2G, that is velocity at point B, plus ZB. Okay, this is equal to 2.88 divided by 9.81, 2.88 divided by 9.81 plus VB square. So velocity is same. Okay, since it is a steady flow. So velocity is same, 24.4 square divided by 2 into 9.81. Datum head is 33.5 meter. Therefore, the energy head possessed by the flowing fluid at point A is 29.36. This is equal to 29.36 plus 30.34. This is 30.34 plus 33.5. Therefore, this total energy head at point B is 33.5. That is 93.24 meter. 93.20 meter. So, this is the energy head possessed by the flowing fluid at point A, and this is the energy head possessed by the flowing fluid inside the pipe at point B. So, HL is equal to HEA minus EB. So, EA is 97.64 minus 93.2. So, this is 4.44 meter. 4.44 meter. So, this is the answer. Okay, HL is equal to 4.44 meter. Okay, so the description of the problem will be given. So you please read the problem, and this is the solution for the problem, how to solve. So here the problem is very simple. There is a pipe and the water is flowing inside the pipe. The flow is steady. Diameter of pipe is given, that is 0.3, and velocity is given. Then the pressure at point A and B, pressure intensity at point A and B given. Datum heads ZA and ZB are given. Only the question is, you have to find the loss of energy head when the fluid flows from point A to B. So for that, you calculate total energy possessed by the water at point A. That is, total energy at point A is equal to PA by W plus VA square by 2G plus ZA. Substitute the values. So then substitute the values. Okay. It is 9.81. Substitute the values. 361 divided by 9.81 plus 24.4 square, that is velocity, divided by 2 into 9.81. So this is the total energy at point A possessed by the water. Okay, then total energy head at point B is PB by W plus VB square by 2G plus ZB. So substitute PB is given, VB is given, ZB is given. Substitute the given values. So you will get the velocity head at point, the energy head at point A is, at point B is 93.2. So the loss of energy head is difference between the total energy at point A and total energy at point B. So HL is equal to, this is the total energy head at point A, EA, that is 97.64. Total energy head at point B, that is EB, is 93.2. So it is, the energy loss is to 4.44 meter. Okay, so this is one problem. So you take another problem. Take the another problem. So I will read the first problem. The water is flowing through a pipe. So the description is given in the notes. Please, you refer the notes. Okay. Otherwise, we will write the description. Okay. The water. I am now just reading the problem. So this is the problem, and you have to get the solution for this problem. The water is flowing through a pipe having diameter 20 centimeter and 10 centimeter at section 1 and 2 respectively. The rate of flow through pipe is 35 liters per second. The section 1 is 6 meter above the datum and section 2 is 4 meter above the datum. If the pressure at section 1 is 39.24 Newton per centimeter square, find the intensity of pressure at section B. Okay, find the intensity of pressure at section B. Let us take this problem. So this is the problem. Okay, this is the datum line. And this is the center line of the pipe. Okay, let us take the point 1 here, and this is the point 2 here. Okay, water is flowing through a pipe having diameter 20 centimeter. That is at point A, D1 is equal to 20 centimeter. And D2 is equal to, at point 2 is, D2 is equal to 10 centimeter. D2 is equal to 10 centimeter at section 1 and 2 respectively. Okay, the diameter of pipe at section 1 is 20 centimeter and the diameter of pipe at section 2 is 10 centimeter. Okay, these are the given data. The rate of flow inside the pipe, that is Q is equal to 35 liters per second. Okay, this is given data. The section 1 is 6 meter above the datum. Okay, let us take, this is a datum line or reference line. So from this line, section 1 is 6 meter above the datum. Okay, that is Z1 is equal to 6 meter. Okay, Z1 is equal to 6 meter. Z1 is equal to 6 meter. Okay, then 6 meter above datum, and at section 2 it is 4 meter above the datum. Okay, section 2 is 4 meter above the datum. So that is Z2 is 4 meter. Z2 is 4 meter. Okay, then if the pressure intensity at section 1 is, that is P1 is 39.24 Newton per centimeter square. Find the intensity of pressure at section 2, P2. Okay, friends, this is the physical problem here. The physical problem is, you have a diameter and it is a gradually varied diameter pipe. At section 1, the diameter of pipe is 20 centimeter. At section 2, diameter of pipe is 10 centimeter, and the rate of flow inside the pipe is 35 liters per second. And another given condition data is the point 1 is 6 meter above the datum, that is Z1 is 6 meter. Then the pressure intensity at point 1 is also given, that is 39.24 Newton per centimeter square. Then next is point 2, it is diameter of pipe at this point is 10 centimeter and this point is 4 meter above the datum head. The question is, you have to find the pressure intensity at point 2. Pressure intensity at point 2. So let us take the total energy head at point 1 is equal to P1 by W plus V1 square by 2G plus Z1. Okay, this is the energy equation. That is the Bernoulli's energy equation. This gives you what? This gives you the energy head, total energy head possessed by the water at point 1. At point 1. Okay. So in this equation, P1 is known, W is the unit weight of water, V1 is the velocity. V1 is not known because we know the discharge. So you find Q is equal to 35 liters per second divided by 1000. So this gives you in meter cube per second. Okay. Meter cube per second. Therefore, V1 is equal to Q by A1. From the continuity equation, discharge is equal to cross-sectional area into velocity. So Q is 35 divided by 1000. A1 is 5 by 4 D1 square. So D1 is in 20 centimeter, means in meter it is 0.2 meter. 0.2 meter. So substitute that 35 divided by 1000 divided by 5 by 4 0.2 square. So you simplify this. So you will get V1 is equal to 1.114 meter per second. 1.114 meter per second. Similarly, let us find V2. V2 is equal to again Q by A2. Okay, Q is 35 divided by 1000, that is meter cube per second, divided by multiplied by 5 by 4 D2 square, it is 10 centimeter means 0.1 meter square. So V2 you can find. So V2 is equal to, you will get 4.456. 4.456. Okay. Now you find total energy head at point 1. That is P1 39.24 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per. See, this is P1 is given 39.24 Newton per centimeter square, or it is 39.24 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. Okay, Newton per meter square divided by 9810, that is G, so it is unit weight of water, plus V1 square is, we have calculated, that is 1.114 square divided by 2 into 9.81, plus Z1 is given, that is 6 meter. That is 6 meter. That is 6 meter. Okay, this is the total energy head at point 1. Total energy head at point 1. So now you calculate the total energy at point, total energy head at point 2. At point 2. So this is equal to P2 by W plus V2 square by 2G plus Z2. Okay, then you can write this as E1, that is energy head at point 1. Energy head at point E2, energy head at point 2 is E2. So this is, see, P2 is not known. P2 is not known. So you write P2 as it is, 9810 W plus V2 is known. Velocity at point 2 is 4.456 square divided by 2 into 9810 plus Z2 is 4 meter. See, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Okay, as we have derived the Bernoulli's equation, when the fluid is ideal, so let us consider there is no loss of energy head between 1 and 2. Okay, this is as per the condition given in the problem. So E1 is equal to E2. So equate equation 1 and 2, equating equations 1 and 2. So equation 1 is, right, 39.24 into 10 raised to 4 divided by 9810 plus 1.114 square divided by 2 into 9.81 plus 6. This is equal to P2 divided by 9810 plus 4.456 square divided by 2 into 9810 plus 4. So you have one equation and one unknown, that is P2 is the unknown. Therefore, you simplify this equation and get the pressure intensity at point 2. So pressure intensity at point 2 is 40.21 Newton per meter square. What to point? 21 Newton per meter square. You simplify and get the P2. Okay, so this is how to solve the problem. See, in this problem, you have to observe one important observation, that see the velocity values. Velocity values. So V1 is equal to 1.114 meter and V2 is 4.456 meter. See here, the velocity at point 1 is 1.114 meter and velocity at point 2 is 4.456 meter, but the discharge is same, that is 35 liter per second. See, why this happens? See, this is not a uniform diameter pipe. It is not a uniform diameter pipe. So from the continuity equation, you know that Q is equal to A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. This condition must satisfy. That is the continuity equation. Okay, if this equation is not satisfied, then say that there is no flow takes place from section 1 to section 2 or point 1 to point 2. Okay, this is very important observation. When the continuity equation is not going to satisfy, then there is no flow takes place between point 1 to 2. Okay, see, since the diameter at point 1 is 20 centimeter, diameter at point 1 is, because at point 1 the diameter of pipe is larger. This is a gradually reduced diameter pipe. Okay, and at section 2 is 10 centimeter, means the cross sectional area here is more, at section 1 is more, so velocity value is less. Velocity value is less. Okay, the cross sectional area A1 is more because diameter is more. Okay, so velocity is less. But when the flow takes place from section 1 to 2, the diameter of the pipe is reduced from 20 centimeter to 10 centimeter. So the cross sectional area is also reduced. To satisfy this continuity equation, automatically the velocity value should increase inside the pipe. So accordingly, the velocity at point 2 is 4.456. This is the velocity at point 1 is 1.114. This increase in velocity is mainly because to satisfy the continuity equation. Okay, so these are the important observations what you have to do from this physical problem. Okay, so these are the two problems we are going to solve in this problem. Similarly, there are another two problems are given in your notes. Okay, so there the next problem is similar to this, but only you have to find the discharge. A pipe through which water is flowing is having diameters 20 centimeter, 10 centimeter, cross sections 1 and 2 respectively. The velocity of water at section 1 is given, that is 4 meter per second. Find the velocity head at section 1 and 2 and also rate of discharge. Okay, so same type problem. Only thing is you have to find the velocity head at point 1 and velocity head at point 2 and also the rate of discharge satisfying the continuity equation. So there you need the application of continuity equation. Okay, so once you know the velocity at point 1 and cross sectional area at point 1, so find the cross sectional area at point 2 is known, only unknown is V2, so you find the V2. So this is the next problem. You please go through it, and we have already solved in the notes. So you just go through the notes. So this we have solved 4 to 5 problems on this, and some of the problems are uploaded. Still you have any questions or any doubts, you are free to ask in the interaction class. Okay, thank you.